Alright, we're back in Neo 2. And the reason I waited is because... Sorry, I'm distracted by the hand movements. The reason I waited, this is the boss fight for this area. The problem is, I die a lot in this fight because I'm shit at this game. And he's really, really hard. Must be very warm in there. Yes, he throws tornadoes at us and summons fire mines. You haven't fun yet? Yep, I missed my opportunity. Damn it. The timing on that is, you have to get him right before he becomes a tornado. The only issue with going into a boss fight is that you don't already automatically target the boss when you get into the room. Come on. I missed my opportunity again. Okay, I'm switching back to the sword. I seem to do better with the sword. He will climb the ladder, come after us, so we better just move on. Come on. I'm gonna keep trying. I got a confession to make. Half the reason I'm recording these at this point is because I need an excuse to force myself to keep playing some of these games. Some of them just aren't my cup of tea, or they piss me off. And this fight really will set me off. So he gets infinitely more aggressive. Maybe it's when his eyes flash. I'm still not 100% sure what the hit on that is. Almost. So yeah, this is a really rough boss fight, especially this early in the game. There's a couple of these that are just feel unfair, and they probably are, given how this game plays. But like I said, the game does not give a toss whether or not whether it's fair or not. You just have to figure out how to exploit it to win. I forgot about that. So yeah, you can actually, if you can get him to knock down the pillars, you can knock his stamina down. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And because there's no feedback in the game, it gets very frustrating. my problem is. I pushed into the yellow. Pushed into the yellow. Weight. So let's try that. If I don't bid it on this, I'm going to pause the video until I do, because this is getting out of control. Okay. Alright, I think we've done enough damage at this point. I hope. We're not. That should solve that problem. Not sure why my stamina is so crap right now, but heal. Fine. There we go. That was rough. Okay, we got some stuff. Nope. 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 Okay, so one of these is a cursed item. It's actually the bone white tanfa, and which means you have to kill a certain type of person, certain type of enemy, and it does extra damage. And so is the Tokichiro. So I'm going to grab both of these and have dual sentient weaponry. And now we can call this a video. Or, no. No, I'm kidding. We can call this a mission. Sheesh. Uh-oh. You know that weapon. I mean, he's mostly useless in a fight, but at least he's a pretty good negotiator.
De, あやかしまで引き連れて何がしたいの？
俺が？俺はな、大空に輝くでっかいお天道様になるんだ。
とんだやましね。
要は誰にも負けんほど偉くなってやるってことだ。
私は一匹でも多くあやかしを借りたい。それだけ。
ちょっと待て。仲間になるのが嫌なら、ここは藤吉郎流。
どいて。
銭を払う。雇われてくれ。
こんなはした金で？
え、
とんだ勘違いね。今度会ったらあいつは殺すから。
おいちょっと。
It's our Tsundere waifu. She'll come around. That woman was no samurai, but then who the hell was she? Well, with moves like that, she's someone you definitely want on your side, that's for sure. Anyway, at least we're done with Master Dosen's request, but let's not stop now. We need to find ourselves more spirit stones, but we need to stay sharp. I've got a feeling we're going to run into more trouble along the way. I'm counting on you, Edie. We definitely want, yeah, that one. Here we go. Huh. So we've got a couple of missions, and we've got, so Voice in the Twilight is a secondary mission for the place we started out on. It's a recommended level 20, 21, 24. Let's go to the blacksmith.
いらっしゃい。私も村正の名に恥じない刀鍛冶になるんだ。
Special finds, buybacks, forging, familiarity levels. Here's what's fun about
その子が
always happy to talk as long as you promise not to get bored with me talking about weapons. Sounds good to you? Well, then I hope I learned something new. Start with swords then. You can hammer out any kind of weapon if you ask me to, but there's something special about making swords. From way back, swords have been seen as works of art, not just weapons. Fine enough to be passed down through clans as heirlooms, and in time, those heirlooms eventually become symbols of the clan's power. And it doesn't stop there. Swords are even considered valuable enough to be presented as offerings to the gods at shrines. It's for that reason that the best swordsmiths are highly respected, even by high-ranking officials of the imperial court. And that's no mean feat. Craftsmen other than blacksmiths are usually looked down on by those at the top. That's not to say that I'm looking to rub shoulders with the elite. Nope, for me it's all about someday forging a sword even greater than that of my old masters. A sword worthy of being wielded by someone like Shisenin Kosen, the master swordsman who carries the legacy of the great Minamoto no Yoshitsune. So now, because we have a smithing text, we can get her to forge new weapons for us because we have the equipment. And if you see at the top, what the odds of us getting what kind of weapon is based on, our based on partly on her skill and partly on our equipment. So what we can do, we don't have selected. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to do selection setting, rare or below, and sell all. And that gets rid of anything that's not equipped that's rare or below. So all our yellows, all our whites, and all our blues that aren't already equipped. So we've got nothing but purples at the moment. And the fun thing is we can then go to disassemble and get rid of everything we're not using. Except for this crap, which we can't get rid of because it's considered locked. However, if I unlock all of it, we can get rid of that too. There. Of course, you got to do the same thing with the armor because it doesn't count. See, it doesn't matter that we get rid of this stuff, and I'll show you why here in just a second. So now we have all the materials from all the weapons we're not using, and we can temper our weapons if we've got enough familiarity with them. We don't have that at the moment, so we'll have to come back to it. But what we can do is we can refashion our equipment. And this is where things get weird and kind of entertaining. So our sword, what do we want it to look like? And make it look like the Demon Horde katana. I'm going to leave it as is for now. However, fashion our armor. Nope. Maybe. Probably not. Probably. So we can go ahead and we can refashion the weapon or piece of armor into something that we want it to look like at the minimal cost of some silver. It still has all the same stats, but now it looks different. And I like doing this to make everything look the same. Shinobi robes, Soya desert robes, Lone Wolf cuirass, Foot soldier's cuirass. I do like the Knight Rider getup. The problem is you have to do this every time you switch gear. So if you know you're going to get rid of most of this stuff soon, there's no point. Yes, it's just something to keep in mind. And if you've maxed familiarity, you can upgrade the weapon with soul forging. I'm going to the shrine and level up because we got plenty of Amarita. And I'm going to put some points into Constitution because we took a pretty wicked beating there. We can go to the hut and view our illustrations. We've got some new things to go over. Like the Gaki gets a new entry. Due to its ever-starving nature, the Gaki is often driven to such a manic state that it mistakes its stationary kin for a human corpse. A Gaki that cannibalizes its kin grows way larger, stronger, and far more dangerous. When battling a Gaki, be certain to kill any other unmoving Gaki in the vicinity before its brethren turn to do the job for you. Like I said. And you can see where it says you have to defeat a certain number to get more information. Ipan Datara are the one-legged, one-eyed yokai. It's most commonly encountered in the vicinity of mines and is believed to have gained an unsightly form after years of harsh labor as a blacksmith. While it favors wielded weapons such as a hammer or odachi, its powerful leg also makes for a deadly weapon. You know this. The Dwellers. Dwellers are humans turned into yokai by the foul miasma of the depths of a mine. They were objects of loathing and terror for miners, and legends about them circulate wherever a mine with a long history is found. Their grotesquely altered form inspired instinctive revulsion in all who bear to view them. It's probably because a lot of mines collapsed. They didn't have a whole lot of technology going into their mining industry, so mines would collapse and people would get buried alive or crushed under rubble. And it was pretty much a death sentence being a miner in the 1300s. Sorry, 13th century, which is the 1200s. Yokai, taking the form of armored skeletons, warriors who are unprepared for their death when it comes, or who take their own lives, return as these angry spirits to roam the battlefield and assault the living indiscriminately. Here we go. This little shithead. Mujina are badgers. I'm sorry, it was not a raccoon, it's a badger. Transformed into crafty and cunning yokai like foxes and tanuki. Stories of them disguising themselves as human to do mischief have circulated since ancient times. They enjoy hiding inside treasure chests and spring out to surprise whoever opens the lid. That's not his tail. Enenra, a yokai composed of smoke and darkness, born from the grudges of humans who met their untimely ends in the Dark Realm. It has no one true form, ever changing as it drifts through the air. It is said to draw close to the victims by disguising itself amongst the steam and smoke of a bath or hearth and home. In this case, it looks, for us, they're going to look like golems. Sudama. Here we go. It's Kodama and Sudama, not Nodama. Anyway, you know what I mean. Kodama, corrupted by the Dark Realm, or Twilight, is transformed into an unquiet spirit known as an Aratama. Fortunately, the Sudama does not show a predilection for violence, as its original form never bore ill will towards man. Instead, it displays an unusual attachment to all manner of material belongings. If you don't mind relinquishing something of your own, toss it to the Sudama and see what happens. The Kodama have the little green leaves and the caps made of soup or tea bowls. The Sudama have little red flowers and a little skull. I think they're adorable. And that's about it for those. Nothing new there. Mumyo is the leader of the Sohaya, a clan of yokai hunters. She rushes to Mount Tatara in Mino when she hears rumors of strange events taking place there, believing yokai to be responsible. There she meets the protagonist and Tokichiro. She does not look kindly on the protagonist's shifting nature, believing any creature that possesses yokai blood to be her enemy. Saito Dosan. Saito Dosan is former daimyo of Mino province, modern-day Gifu prefecture, an ambitious man who managed to seize the position of daimyo by overthrowing his former master. He is known as the Viper of Mino. Though he had a history of clashing with Oda clan of Owari province, their relations improved after he married off his daughter, Princess No, to Nobunaga, the Oda heir. This alliance solidified his power in the Mino region. He now lives a quiet life, having adopted his daughter Yoshitatsu as head of the Saito clan. It is said that upon meeting Nobunaga, Dosan acknowledged that Nobunaga was a greater man than his own heir. Dosan collects spirit stones and often hires those who are not samurai, such as Tokichiro, to do so. And then Senji Toyo. Toyo is the granddaughter of the legendary swordsmith Senji Muramasa, based in Ise province, present-day Mie prefecture. Mie? Under the strict tutelage of her grandfather, she has become a swordsmith of considerable skill in her own right. While her grandfather has been away, she has kept the home fires burning, forging blades worthy of the Muramasa name. Tokichiro and the protagonist find her cowering in the wake of a bandit attack and come to her aid. From that point on, she lends her skills as a blacksmith. And we have a couple more videos that we've already seen. So we can go to the dojo. What's important is when we do Way of the Warrior, not only do we unlock more skills, but we also get a free skill point. Watching you take that Matsuratsu, it's clear that you have some skill, but also that you are self-taught. There is only so much you can learn on your own. Lucky for you, I found just the teacher for you, none other than the Master of the Blade, Sukahara Bokuden himself. Yeah, I was just as surprised as you, believe me. He may be fairly old, but his insight is unparalleled. Just that glare of his is enough to make my hair stand on end. Anyway, let's see what you can learn from him. So we're going to go ahead and do this because A, I want the points, and B, we need to unlock some of those abilities. It's like this shinobi teacher. Yep. Titles are kind of important because they give you certain access to certain abilities. It's a prestige system. We'll go with increase your rate gain anima, other realm resistance, extended yokai shift, and we'll do Amra. And then we have Agayo prestige and Ungayo prestige. Key recovery speed, life, key, equipment drop rate, elixir efficacy, more life, more key, gold earned, key, collector XP. Yes, all the good shit. Alright. So those are the prestige points, and as you level up, or as you do stuff and gain titles, you get points towards that. And it's just kind of a general upgrade. Anyway, we need to... Okay, mission complete. See,
そこまで
it's that easy. They're usually fairly simple, and they give you kind of an idea what you should be doing as far as how you're setting up your skills. I had heard you fight like a demon, Hide, and it would seem that you live up to your reputation. Recently, there has been a relentless surge of yokai coming into this world. As a humble priest, I have cut down many a malicious yokai in my travels, but I cannot stem the tide alone. Would you wish to increase your chances of survival out there on the battlefield? Then I shall take up my Odachi and gladly teach you the way of the warrior. So, again, the problem with the game is that it does not tutorialize shit for you in a correct manner. The game is not bad, but it does make some significant mistakes. What's this? Anyway, we're at time, so I'm going to call it a video. I'll see you guys in the next one, where we're probably going to end up doing one of these two optional missions. Probably this one. See you guys later.